American defense contractor Raytheon, a subsidiary of RTX, and Germany's Diehl Defense signed a memorandum of understanding that could reshape Europe's short-range air defense industry. The agreement establishes a framework for the co-production of Stinger missile components on European soil, signaling not only a deepening of transatlantic cooperation, but also an urgent response to today's shifting security environment. The FIM-92 Stinger has long been a cornerstone of modern short-range air defense. Introduced into service in 1981, it was designed as the successor to the Red-Eye missile system, bringing with it a leap in capability. Lightweight, portable, and simple to operate, it offered ground forces a reliable way to defend against aircraft and helicopters. Its fire-and-forget infrared guidance system gave operators the freedom to take cover immediately after launch, improving survivability in combat. Over the decades, the missile has been continually upgraded. Successive variants introduced greater resistance to electronic countermeasures and stronger tracking abilities against drones and cruise missiles, ensuring that the weapon has remained relevant even as aerial threats evolved. The Stinger's combat record is equally notable, with more than 270 confirmed aircraft kills in different conflicts around the world. Today, it serves in over 20 countries, including 10 NATO members, and remains one of the most widely used man-portable air defense systems, MANPADS, ever produced. Technically, the Stinger measures just over 1.5 meters in length and weighs a little more than 10 kilograms, or around 15 kilograms with its launcher. It can reach speeds of Mach 2.2 and engage targets at ranges of up to 8 kilometers and altitudes approaching 4 kilometers. Its 3-kilogram warhead is fitted with both impact detonation and a self-destruct mechanism to prevent unintended consequences. These specifications explain why, even 4 decades after its introduction, the Stinger continues to be in high demand. That demand has surged to unprecedented levels since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Ukrainian forces have made extensive use of the Stinger against Russian aircraft and drones, often with dramatic results. Its effectiveness has not only helped slow Russia's air superiority, but also demonstrated the missile's enduring adaptability to modern battlefields dominated by drones and precision-guided threats. European allies who donated Stinger systems to Kyiv have seen their own stockpiles diminish quickly. With Russia showing no signs of de-escalation, NATO members now face the urgent task of replenishing supplies. The decision to restart and expand production inside Europe directly addresses this challenge. By co-producing components with Diehl Defense, Raytheon is ensuring that European partners will not have to wait for transatlantic shipments to secure critical systems. For Diehl Defense, the deal marks a significant step forward in its ambition to play a larger role in Europe's collective defense infrastructure. CEO Helmut Rauch has stated that the company is exploring options to expand production capacity, either through upgrading existing facilities or building entirely new ones. This expansion would position Diehl not only as a partner in Stinger production, but also as a central node in Europe's broader missile defense supply chain. The partnership is particularly important given Europe's increasing emphasis on industrial resilience. In recent years, NATO planners have stressed that European states must develop the ability to produce and maintain their own defense systems rather than relying too heavily on U.S. production lines. By establishing a manufacturing base within Germany, this agreement addresses that concern directly. Raytheon's cooperation with Diehl also carries competitive undertones. Across Europe, several countries have been investing in their own short-range missile systems. Poland's Piorun, Sweden's RBS-70, France's Mistral 3, and Italy's Fulgur have all emerged as viable alternatives, with Belgium even opting to purchase the Polish Piorun over the Stinger in recent years. By establishing production in Europe, Raytheon is strengthening its position in a crowded market and demonstrating its willingness to adapt to NATO's industrial priorities. At the same time, the move fits into a broader strategy of transatlantic integration. Raytheon is also working to expand production of the AIM-120 AMRAAM air-to-air missile in Belgium, a program linked to the planned deployment of NASAM's air defense systems in Belgium and Luxembourg. Together, these efforts reflect a pattern, relocating parts of U.S. weapons production to Europe to shorten supply chains, support NATO defense planning, and enhance the alliance's overall resilience. Perhaps one of the most significant aspects of this renewed focus on the Stinger is its performance against drones. When a missile was first developed in the 1970s, unmanned aerial systems were not a major factor on the battlefield. Yet in the wars of the 2020s, drones, ranging from cheap quadcopters to sophisticated loitering munitions, have become a dominant threat. The Stinger's passive infrared homing technology, combined with its portability and proven effectiveness, has made it unexpectedly well-suited to countering this challenge. Ukrainian use of the system against Russian drones has proven the point, and many European militaries now see it as a vital tool for defending against the growing proliferation of unmanned threats. The Memorandum of Understanding between Raytheon and Diehl is not just about technology or logistics. It sends a political message that the United States and Germany are committed to building a more resilient and collaborative defense posture. By moving production to Europe, the partners are demonstrating a willingness to share responsibility and to strengthen NATO from within. This decision also highlights the evolving nature of transatlantic defense cooperation. In past decades, Europe often depended heavily on imports from U.S. manufacturers. Now, however, the security environment demands a more balanced approach. Production inside Europe not only accelerates delivery, but also ensures that European states are less vulnerable to disruptions in overseas supply lines. Although the memorandum does not specify which Stinger components will be produced in Germany or how quickly production will begin, the framework lays the groundwork for long-term cooperation. It also leaves open the possibility of expanding co-production in the future, depending on NATO's needs and the scale of demand. For Raytheon, this agreement helps secure its market share in a competitive environment. For Diehl, it represents an opportunity to embed itself deeply in NATO's air defense architecture. For NATO as a whole, it ensures a steady supply of one of the most combat-tested and versatile missile systems available today. The Stinger missile's legacy has always been tied to its adaptability. Born during the Cold War, it found renewed relevance in conflict from Afghanistan to Ukraine. Now, with a production line that spans both sides of the Atlantic, the system is poised to continue serving as a backbone of NATO's short-range air defense for years to come. The agreement between Raytheon and Diehl is therefore more than just an industrial arrangement. It is a strategic response to a dangerous new era, one where drones, cruise missiles, and conventional aircraft all pose serious risks to European security. By securing production inside Europe, the Allies are not only preparing for the next conflict, but also reinforcing the bonds of transatlantic defense cooperation. In the end, the Stinger story is one of persistence, proof that a weapon designed 4 decades ago can still dominate the skies when upgraded, supported, and strategically deployed. And with the latest transatlantic partnership, its role in Europe's defense is only set to grow stronger.